Probably I won't be capable of answering 100% of them, but hopefully we can answer most of them. Okay. So LifeLink phase, we'll see the requirements, installation, enable plugins, usability, then LifeLink virtual camera. That we will do it at the very end, and tech recorder, but probably I'll do it at the very beginning. So let's go and see a little the theory, and then we'll jump into different exercises. So we can see this. This is our colleague Ramon. You know him good, and he has been like explaining a little bit what is LifeLink phase here. And yeah, so this is what we're going to be doing today. Yeah, so let's continue. For LifeLink phase, it's iPhone X or higher. For iPad, it's iPad Pro of 3rd generation or higher. Okay, so we can do this with the iPad, but not the MetaHuman Animator. Okay, so download and install LifeLink Face app. Let me go here and show it to you. So if you look for LifeLink Face, I'm going to share this just 1 second. So if you go to the Apple Store, you will see, and you can write LifeLink Face, and you will see this. Okay, so right now, Unreal Engine has all these elements. So we are going to be using the second one, that is LifeLink Vcam, and no Android, no PC version. No. You have like BioWolves, it's a developer that has a Vcam version for Android. Okay, that's good. I think we have it there. We have a slide for that, and then it's the LifeLink Face, the one that we're going to be using now. And you have LifeLink Face for the LifeLink Face and for MetaHuman Animator. Okay, so we click open, and we will have this. So the very first thing that you will get is basically a window like this, like LifeLink or MetaHuman Animator. You can select any of this. Okay. So let's continue. So you download this, you create a project in Unreal Engine, no matter the template, but a blank level. You create a MetaHuman using MetaHuman Creator. You download and import your MetaHuman. We're going to be using Seneca in the scene through Bridge. Anyone has any questions regarding how to import a MetaHuman right now? Just let me double check this. Hopefully not. If you want, just let me know if you want me to go through it quickly. Say it now as we can, as it said in the wording, says listen to Spain, like say it now or shut up forever.
Yes, please go. It could be useful.
Okay. Okay, so I have my bridge, pixel bridge. So we come here to MetaHumans, and I have my MetaHuman. Okay. Oh, this is Alba. Oh, this is Chuse. It's actually pretty amazing. I'm going to modify. I don't want to. I'm going to sign out. I'm going to bring up my. I haven't done my mess to MetaHuman yet, but so I don't have like a really cool custom MetaHuman with me. I only have like a version that I did once for in order to explain the MetaHuman in the creator. So I'm just logging in. Don't worry. It's just I need to log in here. Okay. in this class is a lot of processes, integrations and things. Okay, so I have my email. So we have here MetaHumans, we have these MetaHuman presets, and we have my MetaHumans. Okay. So as you can see, I have here a version of me. I mean, it's not perfect, I know. I'm more handsome, but I'm kidding. But you can have the start MetaHuman creator. So I'm going to start it, although it will take a little bit. Again, well, I mean, it's going to be quite a lot of time. So when you have this, if you create your own, it will appear directly in here. Okay, just believe me, it will. So when you come to MetaHumans, you will have it here. So the point is that whenever you click it, you can decide, usually is the best thing to bring the highest quality, as well as you bring one of the presets. You should, I mean, this is like only highest quality. You can bring this one here, highest quality. I don't know why. Okay, so highest quality. This is just by default. Then you download and then you add. It's like pretty simple. Okay, nothing too complicated. So this will bring our MetaHuman here into this folder that is called MetaHumans, and it will create, in my case, a David folder. Okay. Yes. So that will be it. So it's pretty simple. There's no loss here. Okay. Any questions? No? Good. So you download and import your MetaHuman into the scene through Bridge. In Unreal Engine, enable lifelink. Let's see. Lifelink control rig, Apple ARKit, Apple ARKit face support plugins. So let's see. I'm going to throw this. I'm going to look here. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to go to plugins, and we were talking about ARKit. So ARKit face support, ARKit, but like the standard one. Then it's lifelink control rig, lifelink camera. That's it. Oh, if you want to import CSV recordings from lifelink face app, you need to click this one. I'm not going to do it, but just for you to know. Okay. So yes, lifelink control rig, Apple ARKit face support. So we've done it. Add a MetaHuman to the level. So we've already done this. So let me just, I've been doing a few rehearsals. So I'm going to create my, it's not in rehearsal, it's in class. Okay. So I know I have this here, and I'm going to create levels. I'm going to come here and I'm going to add a new level. Basic, standard. I'm going to save it in class levels, and then it's going to be lifelink face. Okay. So this is my level. So I will bring Seneca. Where are you? I will bring him here. I'll just bring here, put 0, and then I will rotate him 90 degrees. So it's facing me. Okay. So we have this, and that's it. So we can connect. So one of the things, so IP settings, let me, usually I don't do it through here. Probably I can Usually I come here, honestly, like if you come, let me see, you cannot see it, but usually if you click the windows, I'm going to share my other screen, just 1 second, so that you can see it. So share this screen. Can you see this screen?
Yes.
Right now. So if I click here, I have, this is in Spanish, we'll just click CMD. And you can click IP config, okay? So the important part is this part, okay? So you have this, that it will be 140. Usually always that you're in the local network, you have this. This is not my public IP, okay? This is my local IP. So by default, I would like, well, you have it, you can access there like in different, probably if I just come here and I go, I have it in Spanish, but you know, I think I can just get through here. Um, here, and then properties. And this is what we have. So it would be, you can see direction IPv4, okay? So it's basically a network. I'm connected but through Ethernet. So I click it, you see, network Ethernet here, or just like clicking CMD, you get the command line, I mean the console command here. And then you click IP config, and then you look for your IPv4 direction. Okay. So I get the 40. In my case, it's 40 right now. So I'm going to switch my screen. This one here. Then I select lifelink or MetaHuman Animator. I select lifelink. And then here I would select add target. In this part, I'll start already adding this. I'm going to share my screen. So you can see here that I am there. I click this. I'm going to click here. Okay, I cannot click it through here. I can click it here, and you'll see lifelink. So I click it at target, and I already have this target. So, but the port is going to be by default, and I only add the IP address. Okay, good. So once I have this, I will leave everything by default, and this is an old version of me. Zoom, well, the MetaHuman, and then, well, don't forget to simulate. This is something. So right now we have, let's see the live link. So please, Wolfman. There you go. Be careful with this. I mean, it's wireless, although in order just to do it better for the class, we'll try to use always cable so that it's as best as possible. So you can see that immediately we had here Apple AR face tracking. So it will be, whenever you add the target, this will appear immediately. Okay, well, I mean, immediately in a few seconds, but you don't have to modify anything else. Okay. And we already have iPhone here. So when we click the MetaHuman, we will see ARKit face subject. Okay. So you see here that it's subject name, Apple, AR face tracking, and then we have iPhone. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to click iPhone. And we saw it change a little bit, but right now it's not. I'm going to put this here so that you can see what's going on in here. Okay. So we have Guzman, but you see that nothing is reacting right now. So we are going to simulate. Okay. Try doing something. So it's not working. Okay. So what we're going to do is use ARKit face. And now it's working. Okay. So you can do this. And it's already working. It's alive. Exactly, Nadia. So right now, Guzman cannot answer you. Okay, we should have Jota or Jose Carlos around, but anyway, let me continue my explanation. Yeah, you can open your you can show your tongue over there. So now we have something important that is in virtual production, not in virtual production, sorry, in cinematics, we have take recorder. So take recorder is going to be an important part, like in all this class. We already showed you this with the mocap session, okay? So the point here is that what's telling me there is no currently enabled or valid sources to record from. Okay, so let's start and let's see a little bit what is tape recorder and how we can use it. The very first thing we need to do is to click the MetaHuman. Click here, add source, and from actor, we could say iPhone directly, but I usually like to say that to record the MetaHuman, okay? Because we can always take that. I mean, we could bring the iPhone and we will record this, but in a way, I prefer to bring the MetaHuman. So we will be recording all of this, okay? So we can see what we can do. So record the actor, record the type, the parent hierarchy, reduce keys, the different properties, so visibility track, attach track, the root LOD recorded properties. So we're recording everything, okay? So if you don't select anything, let me double check here. If you don't select anything, you click here, this button, you will start getting the default elements, okay? So where it's going to be saved, if it has microphone audio recorder, the animation recorder, the word recorder, use settings. So mostly, I mean, just it's important this countdown because it starts like 3, 2, 1, and it's a little bit annoying. I usually put it in 0. And then if I want, I just delete what I don't want, okay? Another thing that is going to be important is that usually it's record to spawnable. So this means that we will need to record this. If we just put record, if we don't click this, everything is going to be spawnable. If we click it here, we will record it as possessable, okay? So the point is that right now, if I record it, it will be spawnable. So then I will see another MetaHuman there. So I'll need to delete this MetaHuman and create a new one, okay? And the sequencer will place the new one, okay? So for now, I'm going to click record to possessable, or I can come here and I can do it directly. Record type, I can put here possessable. Okay. And this is the most important part, actually. Like if you want to put it on scene, like wherever I save it, it's going to be in cinematics and takes. That's perfectly fine. If you want to modify this, I can put it here, for example, lifelink face, the default one, but actually I will just keep the scene one. Although I can modify this here and I'll put lifelink face. Okay, take one. So for now, these will be like the different sequences that I can open. You see that I have nothing here. And then I'm going to start recording because I want to I want you to be able to continue doing a little bit the support. Okay, so you see that we have this now and we don't have anything running. So what we can do usually, I mean, it's better to just click play, okay? And now I'm going to click record. So if you have anything prepared, just, oh, you remember your the phrase?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can do that, and then we can actually double, and we can compare Animator with lifelink face. Okay, so there we go.
The world is yours, but you have to earn it.
Awesome. So we prepared that phrase for you to be, I mean, just like a sample phrase. So right now, I mean, you can just stop it if you want, just leave it there. It doesn't fall. Poetry, exactly. I mean, you can, yeah, perfect. So I'm going to open this. So the point is that I'm going to stop it. So you can see how now in the live link right now it's yellow. So it means that it can be it can recognize it, but it's not working right now. Okay. So the point is that I can just disable the use AR kit. And right now, one of the things I can do is like review the last recording. So I click here and I will be able. So we can see here, like the world is yours, but you have to earn it. And then a nice smile from Goodman. So you can see it here. Okay. So right now we're going to save it and we can go and to see it. So in the text browser. So we can see that the text browser, we can leave it here. It's under content cinematic text. And this is because I have it here, game cinematic text. Okay, and then your month, and this creates a subfolder, save directory, and then default. And remember that we click live link face right now, take one. So this is what we have. So you can see that what like I have this, and then I can actually enter inside. So it has been recording an animation for everything. So these actually will be MC in a way, but this is the one that I'm going to have. Okay, so I will have all the different controls here, and this will be what I have. So always remember that, let me just come here. If I click, I think this is not the one I wanted. Just let me check. Yeah, exactly. So this is what we get, okay? This is what we get. And usually it's, what are these little things there? Probably those are a flash, that's light. Exactly. That's the line, like, so it's, it avoids shadows and things like that. So let's see. So we have this. Let's go back. I will open it again. Okay. So this, as we clicked when we were working, let me check here. We clicked record sources into subsequences. So when we open this one here, this is one subsequence. And if I had more things, They will be more subsequences. So if I double click, I can see here that I have the body, like everything here, and finally the face. Okay. I have everything here, and finally the face with the animation. Okay. So this is the last version. So this is the animation. And again, remember that I could bake this into control rate and modify and clean the keys. Okay. So this is how I get the animation with the lifelink face. Questions?
What about the audio?
The audio.
We need to record it separately.
Yeah. So exactly. We could actually, just let me go back. We could create here, let's see, microphone audio. Okay. So we could bring it here and we could record it at the same time. Yes. So this will create another one. We will see, we will record the MetaHuman animated with audio so that you can see finally how we can get it. And not only audio, we will record video so that we put it inside, like on top. Okay. Big questions now?
Not really.
No? Okay, so that's good. Questions regarding tape recorder?
No.
Time code. Yeah, I think so. Basically, when we enter, just let me come here. We have the time code here. Okay, you can see this. So when we let me the iPhone. When we come here, I can click and you see the time code. So I can decide if to use the system timer, Unreal Engine's timer, okay, NTP or Syntacle Sync, okay. So, I mean, I don't have the other one. So, oops, I just time code system timer. Okay. So you can, oh, this should be the one that it was using. Yeah, I see like system timer and it's here. We could see the time code from the clock. So you can see this one here. Okay, so I can put it somewhere. If you want to see it here, for example. But yeah, I mean, it's not very useful right now. So, okay. So right now, let's go and use the MetaHuman animator. Okay. Everything should be good. Let's go. So for using the MetaHuman animator, I should come into the marketplace. I have already done it. And look for MetaHuman. And I come here, MetaHuman plugin. And we can see that it has the Nest MetaHuman, the MetaHuman animator. Okay. you'll need 5.2 or later to use MetaHuman Animator. Okay. So we install it into Engine. I have already installed it in 5.2, so I cannot. And then we come here into plugins and we look for MetaHuman. And we enable this plugin. Okay. We probably, if it's not enabled, it will just come here and say restart. So we click restart and then we restart. So this means that right now I will have, and we're going to, okay, it's 10. We'll do the break in one of the moments of the process, okay? Because it actually takes a little bit, and that would be better, okay? And just let me check 1 second. Okay, so in class, new folder, animator or MetaHuman animator. Okay. So right click and we will have a new section. I mean, this is getting bigger and bigger. Like finally we'll have like there are like so many new features that this was like, it was like five or 10 things. And now it's like coming like, this is huge right now. Water, Vcam, remote control, pixel streaming and display, MetaHuman Animator, live links. I mean, this is getting huge. So we have MetaHuman Animator. We will be using these three, okay? Capture source, the MetaHuman identity, and the MetaHuman performance. And these will be created, I mean, by default, okay? In this process, we will create these ones, okay? We're going to get, we're going to see how many different assets are created, but that's totally fine. So let's start and let's capture, let's go to capture source. We want to get a source. So we're going to call it iPhone. Or I'm going to put it MetaHuman MetaHuman Animator source and then iPhone or iPhone 14 Pro. Okay, just in case there are more iPhones. So I double click here and we get capture source type undefined. So if we want to bring from the live link phase a recording, we would be able to come here and then go to look for the iPhone, get it, and so on. But what I want is to do a live link phase connection. So I will need to get my iPhone address. So that actually is this way. Let me give it to you. Just 1 second. I was just trying. Okay, so I will bring this here. So I'll get this, this is Ethernet right now, if I'm not wrong. So I will get the 72. This should work. I'll say it. Oh, yeah, 192, 168, 172. And the port by default. So I save it. And now I need to open something here that it's called Where was it? Tools. And find the capture manager. Exactly. So it's here, capture manager. Okay, I couldn't find it.
Don't forget the cache in the project setting.
Oh, true. Thank you so much. So we have right now, let's check. I go back here, I go to live link. Oh, you saw this part. So I got this. So right now I'm just coming to live link. Okay. So when I come back to live link, you see that my iPhone is already connected. So another thing that we need to do, and that's totally fine, and that's totally right. Thank you so much for remembering that to me. We should come here to plugins, image media, and we need to put 242. But that changes when I put 2 here, the global size, and that would be 4. So this is important. Just well, where did it go? This is important in order to just give a little bit more of a space, this of cache, just in case I do like long takes and things like that. Okay, with short takes shouldn't be a big issue. So I'll just close this. I'm just going to save everything. So you can see that I have some tests. Okay, so I could remove them if you want. Well, not here. We'll remove them afterwards. But basically, it's connecting to the new ones. So let's see. You can see we're good instructors. We do rehearsals and this kind of thing so that we can get the best class for you. I mean, it's part of our job. Don't delete with my no. Don't worry. No. So basically, right now, I have some issues. Usually, I like if I do it here, sometimes it crashes. So I'm going to let Guzman do it. Okay, so just wait a second.
Yeah, we have to change this.
Yeah. So go and change it yourself.
Here.
So here, mode and MetaHuman Animator. Continue. Done. So you see there is no ARKit thing, and so Guzman, whenever you want.
So I'm gonna do the one for the poses.
Oh yeah, sorry. So just like 1 second. I went straight to the other one. So let's see. Before, just you can close it if you want.
Okay.
So before this, I just want to let you know one thing. Although we could do it right now, but just one last thing. What we're going to do right now is coming to the meta-human identity. So it's meta-human identity, and we're going to call it Guzman. Okay. And you will see, well, it needs to connect because I think it just did. Because as I'm connected to Bridge, I think it already did. So what we're going to add is a phase here, okay? But for that, we actually need to have like neutral. So we need to calibrate. We need to generate like identity solve. So this is what we're going to be doing now, okay? So generating like a phase, like front, and then moving a little bit, moving back. So basically, if you get like a high quality camera, it shouldn't be required. But with the iPhone, I mean, it's good to do it so that it's a little bit better. So we're going to do that right now. Okay, so let me just, oh, and the capture manager, let's put it here. So click it here. And now we're going to do that. So I'm going to put it here. Probably I'll need to unlock it. So remember, front, left,
and right.
right, and teeth.
Okay.
Okay, so that has been the calibration. So I put it here and I can see my slate in here. Okay, so now what I need to do is the target folder. I can modify it. I'm going to put this into MetaHuman, and oh, this is good. Okay, this is pretty okay. So I have it already in class MetaHuman animator, MetaHuman a source, and this would be it. Okay, so oh, what just happened? Just double check 1 second. Oh no, it's here. So I click the source that I want to bring. So I add it to the queue. You see that it's here. So I'm going to import it. So it's being imported. Succeeded. Perfect. So this actually created a footage. Okay, can you see it here? And this created an image media source, a lens file, because it's already calibrated with the iPhone. Okay, it created a camera calibration. So this comes already with the iPhones. A sound wave. So this is the audio. We have no video frames yet, and depth frames. Okay. So this is from the footage. Okay. So you can see that the footage already has the audio, the camera calibration, and the different metadata like the width, the height, the frame rate, the iPhone that it was done, and the device model. Okay. So we can already see that. That's part of the footage. Okay. That's part of the footage. So what we're going to do now, let me remember this part. We created the identity. So we want to create components, and we're going to create components from footage. Okay. So we're going to get this footage. And we're going to wait a little bit. It's coming here. There are like a few moments when you think it's going to crash, but at least for us, it hasn't crashed. Only when you click, only when you start capturing from here. And so yeah, so now from the footage in the identity, you can see that we have this, okay? And we are going to open this a little bit. So you don't need to modify anything here. And right now we have the neutral pose that we need to modify, okay? So we have the full footage here. Okay. So we're going to get this part as neutral. So I'm going to click it here. You see this icon. Promote a frame for tracking. So probably this would be the same. Current promoted frame will be set as front view. Perfect. And I'll call it front. Okay. You can see the key here. Then I'm going to move free roaming camera. I'm going to go here, and this will be left. I'm going to put it a little bit like that. And I will add, and this would be left. And then I'm going to move this one. And it's going to be right. Okay, so now you can see here that I have left, front, left, and right. Okay, so I'm going to save it. If I didn't want to do teeth, I would just click the meta human identity solve. Okay, so I could do that. I'm actually going to do this, and I'll show you a little bit what happens. So right now I'm going to click the meta human identity solve. Okay, so it's done. And now I would decide here from mesh to meta human, like auto rig identity. So this will create a full meta human in meta human creator. So I don't know, Gulman, do you want one or just
whatever you want?
I don't know. Are you interested, or shall we just create the animation? Okay, let's see. So we would nobody. Oh, this is always, I always miss that. So we need to come here to body. So the point here is that we're going to create one. I'm going to put the same one as for Seneca, just in order to be like the best compatibility. Okay, so if not, I would put height, like tall, because mine is quite tall. So I would put it here. And Seneca, I think he's standard. So yeah, let's put it there. So I've selected the body, and now I'm going to say full meta. So it's waiting for meta human backend. So this is why you need to log in. Okay. So this is not like the most time expensive. It's the prepare for performance. Okay. I don't know. Where do you get all these gifts? Let's see. Is it already done? I think so. Now, oh, a skeletal mesh with an embedding is now available in your content browser. Okay. A MetaHuman is also available in Creator and Bridge. So I'll click OK. So let's see if it's true. I would probably need to refresh it. So you have it here. Okay. So we could start the MetaHuman. I'm going to start it, although I'll leave it for afterwards. I'll just need my phone in order to. Oops. Yeah. I need the double authentication. So no worries. Let's see. Continue. Yes, so it asks me version 5.2 and execute. Okay, I'll just leave it here. Okay, so let's see, you'll still need it. Okay, so I have this meta-human identity created that it's called Wolfman. And for now, I have this. So you can see that there is still like teeth. Okay. And this is because I actually need to add a pose at teeth. So you will see that I have the neutral with these ones here, and I still have the teeth. So I will need to look for the teeth here, and then I will need to create this one there. Current promote will be front view. Okay, perfect. So I get this as front. And then by default, you'll be getting this. But you see that the teeth are the front ones are the one that are predominant. So I should come here and then I will click here. But look what I get. It's like the template mesh associated with this promoted frame has not been aligned. Would you like to continue? Cancel. So what does this mean? But actually what this mean is that I got here. So I actually need to start like doing the identity solve and then to modify this. Okay. So just for you to see, I had this and I already have the mesh of Uthman here. Okay.
It's a bit fat.
It's a bit fat. It's always a bit fat. It's always a bit fat. Although when you put the skin, it seems to be a little bit different. So this is actually what you get when you get the mesh to meta human. Okay, a camera adds 5 kilos exactly, Nadia. Exactly. Well, I have a video for the connectors that I see myself, and it's like that's not 5 kilos, that's like 25 or something like that. Each time that I say it, it's so horrible. So the point is that as I was saying, with the teeth pose, I will start creating the meta-human identity solve again. Okay. And I will create again the meta-human, the master meta-human. So I will actually go remove the other one. So it's already done. Okay, so I just clicked it again. Sorry for that. Need another coffee. We'll start. We'll get a coffee very soon. And okay, so now we're going to do it again. Waiting for the meta-human backhand. Ramon is entering the camera killers conversation. So okay, so we're waiting. So are you enjoying the class? I know it's a lot of processes and a little bit of waiting and these kind of things, but hopefully it was interesting enough. I mean, for you, or it's being interesting now. The second method seems complicated. Yeah, well, it's a little bit more complicated. It's more accurate, but. So we have here a static mesh with an embedded meta-human DNA is now available. So, okay. So again, we probably have here, and we're going to come here. So we have this one there. Probably this one is the one with the last. I'm actually going to start the meta-human creator again. And this one will have the teeth, okay? So now you can see that these fit teeth has been created. I mean, it's enabled now. So we just click it and it's fitting teeth position. So there we have it. Okay, so now I'm going to show you a few examples. So if we come here, we can click the two options. Okay, we can come here and see this or just this. I can just upload. Okay, so you see a little bit different this, and it's because I have the template mesh and the skeletal mesh. Okay, and we can do it like this or just like that. We can also go to the neutral pose and see this like that. You see a little bit the difference between. So this is why we had also the lights, okay? So we already have this here. I'm actually going to edit it. And you can see all of this. I would actually need to start adding or modifying things. So I could just like bring this or start like we could duplicate it. I mean, it's just like a full new process, okay? But we could modify this right now and like influence. I have it in Spanish. I don't know why. Maybe I can modify it here. Oh, anyway, I can start if if I enable this, okay, I can start. I should come here, but it's like I need to assign like something like this. And now, oh, this is like I will put you some here afterwards.
Yeah,
So with mine is more tanned.
that doesn't look like me.
But I think it's a little bit because of the. I'll put some.
Yes, please put
hair.
some hair, please.
Which one do you want?
The afro one.
The afro one. Let's go with it.
That's nice. It's a
Well,
Colombian one.
Tego Calderón. Yeah, well, you know, basically, I think that it also you need to realize that this was just like only a few captures, okay, like really simple. So usually, for example, if you see what if you saw what I had, the ones that I had from Alba before, actually those are done with photogrammetry, and then we've used like mesh to MetaHuman, okay? So this one is actually, it creates one, but in order to be this more accurate, the mesh probably like those lights that you were mentioning before help quite a lot, and so on. Okay. So yeah. Let's see. Let's continue. So you have this, and now you can start like modifying this. Okay, like checking a little bit the opacity. Oops. Or you can just put both here and get a little bit. Okay. And let's continue. So right now we are just like checking this. Okay. So we could be just like trying this, or maybe if we didn't like it, we could repeat. Okay. If we didn't like it, we could repeat the process and to see if we have a better, I mean, we could repeat the frames or we could repeat like the whole video or whatever we consider. Okay. So we have this, let's save it. We're going to give it, we know it's not perfect, but we're going to give it like that. And I forgot to add the to click the sleep mode. So basically right now, and we're going to do the break because it will take some time. We're going to click. Oh no, sorry. I still need to do one step that I forgot. In the teeth pose, do you remember that I mentioned that I was coming here to teeth and I was going to this curve is going to use for solve. I was going to remove these. So I'm going to remove the ones that we cannot see. So I'm going to remove the lower. Okay. I'm going to remove the lower. Okay. So I think I'm going to keep adjusting the teeth here. Okay. And finally, I'm going to click prepare for performance. Okay. I'm going to put this neutral. And I'm going to click prepare for performance. Okay. And this is going to take a while. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a 15 minutes break. Just let me add it. Okay, this is, and I will use this one. I will put it somewhere here. And we will do the break or a break. And we will come back like if like for the end of any of this, okay? If the process ends before 15 minutes, we will come back with the 15 minutes. If the process ends after the 15 minutes, probably will take like 20 or something like that. And we will come then, okay? It won't take half an hour. So let's take 15. The timer application, it's the clock from, I mean, it's not from Unreal, it's from Windows. And yes, so I'm not going to stop. I will stop the recording, although I won't stop the camera share, okay? So that you can actually see the process on this working. So see you, I will start this. See you after the break. So thank you very much, Yadira. So as I was saying, basically we have the source. I'll do the quick recap here. So again, the folder, the MetaHuman Animator. This is what we've done in class. MetaHuman Animator. I created the source. I opened from the tools the Capture Manager. Then the identity solver and and this is the footage when I imported this from the queue to the queue, and then I imported all. Okay, so basically this gave me all of this. This was like after importing the footage, so I got the footage here, and the identity solver gave me the skeletal mesh. So we can open it here and we can see the skeletal mesh we have here. Okay, so we can see the different morph targets and the different materials that we have right now. Okay. So last part. So at the very end, while we already have prepared for performance, that was our last step, we're going to click here and we're going to set the meta human performance. And we're going to set it like meta human performance, and then how well is yours. Take one. I mean, the name it's not important. Just put whatever you consider. Okay. So the point here is that you have this. So right now you need to decide the meta-human identity. So I will place here Guzman, and you can already see the conjuring. You can see it's perfect, like the t-shirt. And then yeah, this should be more or less the same thing. So script review, override visualization mask. So we could put here, for example, Seneca face if we wanted, or just by default, this would be all. This is not the best.
That's a mix.
That's a mix of the face with this archetype with Seneca as, oh, that was interesting. This is Seneca's skin with the face archetype, for example. So yeah, so we can put this one here. I just want to get for example, I mean, you can put this as the visualization mess. So this would be the one with Seneca. We have this one there, but I don't know why you're getting all the time the skin. Let's see if I can go back. No, it's already okay. Well, that's good. I wanted to keep this one there. Okay. So yeah. So skip time solve. So we didn't record the time, for example. So this is not going to get it. And yeah, so we want the preview, we want the filtering. We don't have yet a footage. So we could get the footage from the, like the one we have here, but I don't want this one. What I want is the footage from the word, I mean, from the sentence. So, my dear friend Guzman, please. This is yours. Just let me check you get this. So this is it. And please do it whenever you want.
The world is yours, but you have to earn it. That's it.
Okay. So we refresh right now. And this is it. Okay. So right now we add it to the queue. We add it to the queue. And we import it. Hello. Oh, it's not, be careful. You just close it and I lost the, we need to have the lifelink animator, I mean, lifelink face activated. So let me refresh this one here. I'm going to import it again. Now, yeah, don't close it because this will happen. So it's importing and processing. So right now you can see that I should have the slate 7. So right now when I come into the performance asset, I will take number 7. And I don't know if you can hear it. I'm just going to put optimize for video. Where can I see that? You're watching my screen, aren't you?
Yes.
That was a huge, that was a, and that was a shock. So I'm not sure. Okay, now. So I'm going to stop again. Going to share my screen. Maybe not optimized for video, but I'm going to share my. Let me know if you can hear the voice, okay?
The world is yours, but you have to earn it.
Yes.
Can you hear the voice? Yes.
Perfect.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so you see how we've recorded the audio. It's here. And we have the depth that we could see it here. Okay. So this is a little bit where this mesh comes from.
Is yours, but you have to earn it.
Okay.
You have your world is yours.
And the skeletal. This is the standard skeletal. Then we have the control rig. Where is it? Okay, we haven't yet processed it, so it's okay. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to select the intro, the first frame. So I'm going to delete. I mean, maybe till the 130. Let me just put it here, 130 on the end frame to process. And now maybe I just get here from the 10. Okay. So this will be it. And now the only thing that I need to do is to process. I have everything. I have my identity. I have the capture data config. I have my footage. And I have everything. So let's process. Okay. And we can see this and hear the control rig, how everything starts moving. Okay.
The world, you your world, the world, but you earn it. Your world,
You can see how everything moves here.
is the world, the world, you to.
Perfect. So we have it. Everything is looking good. Everything is looking good. So our point here would be to export it into level sequence or export the animation. We can export it into a level sequence. And I would put the level sequence as, I'll create a new folder. levels, sequences. I'll just leave it here. Save. Video track. I don't need the export to export. Sorry, the def track. Audio track is nice. Image plane, please. Export camera, curve interpolation linear. Export identity, yes. Control rig track, yes. Head movement, I don't need it. I mean, I could add it. So actually, if you realize
the world your
this should be moving a little bit.
you have to you have your
You see how this is moving?
is
Let me see 1 second. Yeah, so we could export it, sequences, save. But well, let's leave it like that. But transform track, okay. So export range, the whole sequence or processing range. I'll get the processing range. And I'll do create. And it's already done. So let's hide Seneca and let's pilot this. So you see here,
the world is your
let's put it here.
the world is yours, but you have to earn it. The world is yours, but you have to earn it.
Okay, so we can actually pilot away from here. And we can see that we have the video.
The world is yours, but you have to earn it.
Okay, so what do you think?
Have to
Quite impressive. And finally, what we can do is to bring the export animation. So I'm going to create a new one here. An animation sequence as AS basically. So I'll put it here. Target skeleton. So I will put Seneca because I want the Seneca to be here. Okay, this is not critical. It's just that I want to be on the on Seneca. This is the body, and this would be the face. So I want it to be there. And then processing range, enable head movement, save auto save animation sequence. Yeah, great. And I can open it here. And we can see it there. So let's bring again our Seneca. And let's put him a little bit here. Not to, or maybe we can just put him here. To be next to the other. Yep. Okay. So I'm going to save. We have the animation sequence, but we're going to do a new animation. So not the MetaHuman, we're going to put here sequences. And we're going to, actually, I had the other one from the recording, it's on the takes. So I'll bring a new one and I'll just get the cinematics level sequence. And I can put here Seneca MetaHuman Animator. So I will bring here, because I'll do it like that, animations. And I will bring it here. So like that, what I'll do is get this one there. I will bring Seneca. Okay. I will mute the control rig from the face. And I'm going to add the animation from the world is yours. Okay. So here it is. So basically, right now I'm going to save it. And what I wanted to do is to get a new one and compare both. Okay. So let's see. Actually, probably I should bring the other one, because if I want to put two Senecas right now, I have them both with the, like, I have the same actor using both sequences at the same time. So I don't know what I'm going to get. So it's just like lifelink phase versus MetaHuman Animator. So in this situation, what I'll do is that I will bring this one here. I'll put the sequence track, subsequence track before, and I will bring this one there, like MetaHuman Animator. Level sequence, I just did. This is the one. Okay, perfect. And as I was saying, probably I should just duplicate this one here. I'll try to put both here, okay? Actually, what I'll do in this one is to, let me see if I can assign actor and put this one there. It's not getting that. Mute. Okay. So this is the MetaHuman Animator. And then I will just bring, how was it called? Text browser. I think this is the one, lifelink phase 01. So here I will bring lifelink phase 01. The only thing is that I need to modify the transform. I'll remove the lock. And I will bring him here. Actually, what I can do is to copy the transform. I actually can copy it from here. Just let me get it. Copy. And I will paste it. And I will move it there. So I'll get the live link. And now I can key it. And I will lock it. Okay. Easy. Let's come back. Oh, it just like went away. Let me just bring it here. I actually want this to be
when you open
keyed.
it moves.
Yeah, I want this to be keyed. Where's the transform? Oh, it wasn't here. I did it on the right and on the wrong one. Sorry for that. I put it there and I key this one. This should work. This should work. I put it there. I put it there. Both are working. Yeah. So what I need to set up right now So is to see. Actually, what I'm going to do on the MetaHuman animator, I'm going to bring the audio so that would be my audio track. And I get the one that it says world. Get that one. Just let me check 1 second. Content browser, live link in class, MetaHuman animator, not animation, source, slate 7. Okay, maybe this is the one. Just let me double check 1 second here. My slate iPhone audio. So probably that would be it. 7 or my slate 7 audio. Perfect. So let's see.
The world is yours, but you have.
It's a slightly.
The world is yours, but you have to earn it.
Okay, so we have the MetaHuman animator. I don't know, Wolfman, if you can, just 1 second. Because we have some noisy people around. Okay. So basically we have this. And I want to.
The world is yours, but
So I'm going to add here a mark, add mark. And here I'm going to call it world. So this is my O. And now I need to see.
The world is yours.
There we have it. Yeah. So this part, I should bring it here.
The world is yours, but you have to earn it.
Okay. These are not exactly the same because it's 2 different takes. That's important to know. But as Guzman has been doing rehearsals all night long, I'm kidding. But he has tried to. I mean, he actually did it pretty similar. That's impressive. So right now, what we have, let me put the tape recorder somewhere here so that we have a little bit more. This, I'm going to modify the field of view a little bit so that we can have this. So we can see.
The world is yours, but you have to earn it.
We have the difference.
The world is yours, but you have to earn it.
What's pressing the left one?
Yeah. So this one is a little bit more like dummy, like a little bit and this one gets better, like small. It's like well, this is not so small, but like some expressions. And for example, the mouth, it's more Guzman's mouth.
The world is yours, but you have to earn it. But you have to earn it.
Yeah. So yeah. So we have this, and finally, just closing this chapter from the I'll say it. Closing this phase chapter in a way. Well, you've already seen it, but in case we wanted to go back to Anna's basically, sorry, this is our last class. So if I break anything, that won't be a big deal. I'm going to go back to sequencer or maybe procedural tools, maps, and I can get this one there. I'm going to modify back this back. Okay. And what we can do, we can open this master and we can come here. And actually we would be able to modify this animation from Seneca. Okay. I'm just going to put it here so that it's not a big deal and I don't lose it. Actually, it was like first frame, wasn't it? So yeah. I'm going to put it here. I'm going to add the animation and it's the world is yours, take one. And of course, it's a little bit different, but you can see that we have right now our face with, of course, my camera. I'm just like, I'm not very happy with my camera right now because it is, I'm going to mute the fade. So I have it. So level sequence, I'm going to just click game so I can see it. So I come to transform. I'm going to slide it. Oh, it's probably transform locked. I'm here, should be here. There. Something that kind of looks that we're here. So this was not set up, so I'll put it there. And right now, what I'm going to do, maybe I go back a little bit, something like this. And now I will delete this one there so that when I go to there, I just like focus a little bit more. And well, that's it. Just to give a little bit of feeling. Okay, well, maybe a little bit more up because of it starts here. But it seems that the eye should be a little bit more there. Perfect. So what I'm going to do is just, I'm going to delete that one. I'll put this one there and back. So I will remove this one. I will put myself at the end. I will track this. I will put myself here. And of course, I will modify the focus to be there. Okay. So I've modified slightly my sequence. I slightly modified my sequence. I come back here. I go to the cinematics. There we go. Oh. It's not long enough, but well, you know, there we have it. Oh, and of course, I was forgetting about the audio track and my slate. I can put it a little bit in front.
World is your is the world.
Maybe like that.
The world is yours, but you have
a little bit more.
The world is yours.
Okay, so there we have it.
The world is yours, but you have to earn it.
And it starts. So hopefully you enjoyed this face animation section. And we should start. Thank you, Tank. And now we should start with the Vcam. With Vcam. So what do you think? Should we start with Vcam? Oh, and of course, please remember, you can always get the animations and bake them into Control Rig. And back. And let me just put this here. So let's start and let's use the new level, basic level, create. Okay. So I'm going to save this level under in class levels, and I'm going to put Vcam. Okay. So it's here. I'm going to bring a few things from Pixel Bridge. Oh, maybe I don't even need it. Just let me check what I already have. I'm going to use like a little reference that I did the other day in my team, talking about a project from one of the team members. So let me just get here. It's going to be a little bit similar, not exactly the same, but the point is that I want to use these kind of references. Mega scans. Where is it? Content. Do I only have the static meshes? Well, maybe I brought the. So I'll bring a few. I think this is just another project. Sorry, I just don't want to bring this. I want to bring Pixel. So I want to bring some assets that looks a little bit like rocks. So big rocks. Some queries maybe. Let's see what I can bring. This one there. Then I download. Maybe this one download. And something like this. Okay. Probably it's more than enough. Okay, so let's go to local. I'll export this, add it. What's this? No, it's a map block. Where are they? They're already downloading. They're still downloading. Yep. So I'll add this one too. Let me just go back here. Oh, where was it? 3D assets, nature, rock, and query. So this one should be Quarry Cliff. Okay, and then finally this one. It's not downloaded. Wasn't this one? This, and this. Okay. So let's see if I have these three here. Quarry Cliff. So I have this one. I have that one, and I don't have this one. So I'll add it. And hopefully it gets. Seems that it's somewhere, but I cannot see it. Well, never mind. I'll just start adding a few of these. I'll just put this like that. I'll just bring this like this. A little bit like this. And what I wanted to do is to create like a depth. Okay. So let me just rotate this a little bit more. Something like this. And of course, I will put my volumetrics and I will decrease a little bit my light. And I will put Seneca. Somewhere around, maybe that's too small. Probably I will just make those rocks a little bit bigger. Okay. I'll save everything. Yeah, I'll just make this two a little bigger. Just let me, oops. Something like that. And I will bring this a little bit. Okay, it's just because I really want to have this depth for the camera, okay? So I'm going to transform mirror, no, mirror X. Okay, something like this. And here. Okay, so we can actually use the camera a little bit in order to put this in depth. Good. So right now, what I'm going to do is, and this is going to be pretty easy. Remember, we have this lifelink element. I already have this pixel streaming because I was doing some rehearsals. But right now, I'm going to get my Vcam, sorry, my iPad. But before this, don't worry. But before this, I'm just going to come here, not here, here, and I will come into virtual production, and I will be able to see Vcam Actor. But I mean, before doing that, in case you don't see it, I'm going to put here virtual camera. We need this plugin as well as having remote. Okay, we have something that is called remote session. So this is one, and then the virtual camera is the other one. Okay. So when having this, we can search for virtual camera, or we can just like come here, virtual production and Vcam Actor. Okay. And look what happens. Like from the very beginning, when we get this, we will be getting this lifelink, pixel streaming, and we will have Vcam too. Okay. So it just comes and you'll see how this changes immediately. So this changes immediately. But I still don't have this connection. So when I go to pixel streaming here, you'll see that I have the 192, 168, 140, and 80. So right now, what I'm going to do, sorry for this. Let me just come back. Lonely screen. Yep. So this is my iPad. Okay. This is my iPad. This is my virtual camera. I've set it up. Just let me put it here. Okay. As you can see that it's 192, 168, 140, 80. Basically, this is what I have here. I could also use the 127 in case I was streaming directly in this computer, but I'm not. This is another device. So as in order to connect from one device to the other, I need to use the 192, 168, 140. Okay. So right now I click connect and voila. So I'm going to close this. I'm going to stop my camera, okay? Because I want to go and move around. And you see? Okay. So I can start moving. And one of the first things we will have, I'm going to explain you a little bit, is that if I come here to the right, can you see it correctly? I think yes.
Yes.
Perfect. You can see that when I move things, they move both from one to the other. I mean, it's way faster here. Okay. The screen on the right is going a little bit slow, okay, with some delay. So basically, the one that is correct is the one from the left, from Unreal Engine. Okay, but I'm just showing you that I get both. But the delay is not from Unreal, it's basically from the screen sharing from the iPad. Okay. It like actually it's going pretty good. Man can see it.
Yeah.
It's smooth. Okay. So the first thing, we're going to go to the right, and one of the things that we see is that the joystick, like the joystick right now, if I click on the left, you'll see that I'll be able to move forward, backwards, left, and right. Okay. And at the same time, I will be able to move up, down, pan left, rotate left, and rotate right. So this is pan left and right and left, forward, backwards, up and down, and rotate. Okay. So this is right now I'm located, but at the same time, I feel that I'm going too fast right now. So I will click here and I can control the rotation and movement as well as the scale. Okay. So right now, if I click 0 here, you will be able to see that I cannot rotate. Okay. And if I click here on the movement, you will be able to see that I cannot move from here and I cannot move here. Okay. So I'm just going to leave it a little bit like 250 or something like that. It's not so important. But the point is that usually if it's one, it's quite fast. So another thing that happens here, if I move, I'm just getting near the rocks. But I don't have enough room. So I want to multiply it. And I will be able to get there easily. Okay. I can go through the rocks. Okay. So you can see that I can move quite quick. So actually I can stop this. So that actually I can start moving and do some kind of nice recordings. Okay. So one of the things that is important now, you will see here on the bottom left that I have scale 3. But at the same time, you will see that I have stabilization 50-50. So if I do the rotation stabilization to 0, you will see that this is a little bit like a nightmare. And at the same time, right now, it's moving quite a lot. So, but if I put 0, this is just like impossible to control. So I will go right now to 100% of stabilization. Okay. And more or less, I mean, always I can go pretty nicely until I get to 70. And more or less, I mean, always I can go pretty nicely until I get to 70. I'm just going to press it down. Okay. Yes, any questions? No? Well, next thing. What I'm going to do is that right now, imagine that I say, I need to go to another space. So I can come here. I can pause it. Let's see if I go down. And I click this button. And I can move myself where I want. And I can unpause it. So right now, I just place the camera on my physical point, my physical location where I want. So I go to a place, although I'm a little bit uncomfortable, I click pause, and then I just locate myself physically where I want, and then I can start moving again. Okay. Questions?
Nope.
Okay. So this one is like to put yourself on 0, but please don't do it if you don't want to lose where you were at. Okay, actually I did it. The other one is to fly instead of like it changed a little bit controls. Okay, it's just like to fly around and so on. So but just let me. Okay. So I'll pause it. I'll go here, and then I'll continue. So the other one this one here is in order to avoid rotation. So if good man is seeing my iPad, I have it totally rotated,
Yes.
like vertical. And this is not getting any kind of rotation, it's only getting movement. See, if I do the same thing without that, you'll see how this is changing. Okay, so now it's pretty much vertical. But if I do the same again with this button activated, you see there is no change.
So where did you click to pause? To pause?
It's the second button on the right toolbar.
Okay.
That one.
Second in the right.
And this one here is in order to create like a spline, but that's going to be too much for today. Okay, it can take us quite a lot of time to just set it correctly and so on. And I still want to show you the other things. So let's go. This is all about movement. So right now you see that we have lightning phase. If I click, so I have it here right now. So just let me okay. So right now I have my left one, okay? And what I want to do is that I want to place myself more or less here. And I say, I like this. I can like this this camera maybe a little bit like that. Okay, so I will come here and do you see it back down here that it says like on the bottom left that says no bookmarks?
Yes.
So right now there is a camera, there is an iPad camera icon that I'm going to enable. Okay, I highly recommend it to be enabled so that it not only locates the bookmark, the transform, but also saves. Sorry, it not only saves the location, but it also saves the camera properties. And you will see what I want, what I mean with that right now. So I will bookmark, and it will create bookmark 1. If I go down, you will see it. So right now, and I want to show you the lens options. If I click to lens, I will be able to modify, for example, from the universal zoom. Okay, so this would be 50, 100, like 200, okay? Or I can go to different zooms or even primes. So this is a 200 prime, 200 millimeters. So I will be able to modify from the right my focus distance or even the f-stop, okay, the aperture. So I'm going to start increasing, this is meters, this is pi. So I'm going to start to modify this. So I can get this. And I can even, of course, I'm right now quite a lot. I have a huge zoom. I just want to see a little bit. Sorry for this. I want to find something. Let me check this. I didn't want the right part to be there, like the right blue. So let me go. So imagine that I want to go back to 1, okay? So I want to go back here to 1. And basically, I just get this. So I go to the same, you see the universal zoom with the 16 zoom, and I get everything the same way. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the 200 prime. I'm going to put myself here. I'm going to like stabilize myself with the wall. Let's see if I can put myself around. Let's see if I can find Seneca. And then I'm going to modify my zoom. Okay. So this one's a little bit more complicated because it's because it's 200 millimeters. Okay, so I'm going to bookmark another one. It's 2. And imagine that right now I want maybe this one here. And I want to just set something like that. Okay. But the focus distance is more or less okay because I'm the similar way. So I'm going to set up another bookmark. Maybe a little bit more down. Okay. So if I go back and I put myself with the version and with 16, I can start moving back. And I will see the different bookmarks that I have. And I could even just like get a new one. I don't know, like this 200 again. To get those. This kind of feeling and just get the maybe this one like that. And it was more or less the 3 meters, 4 meters, 5 meters, something like that. Perfect. So I can get something. Okay, so I have my 4 bookmarks. And right now I can go from one to the other. This is 3. Sorry, now everything is a little bit worse because of the connection. So I have here the 3. This is with 1. Then I have the other one, and then the bookmark 1. Okay. Yes. So this is about bookmarks, and you saw that I could also modify the different lenses and zoom as well as focus and the different apertures here. Okay. So can you actually, maybe we should remove the shared screen because basically we can see it's the same thing. You know, so just hold it here. I will remove it because the right part is not. I mean, don't worry. I can put it back. The right one basically it's doing nothing. You know, so I'm going to remove the right part here, just for you to know that all the time I will be seeing this here. Okay, so it's exactly the same thing. So like that, I can remove it. And maybe we can increase a little bit the connection there. Okay, so it's a little bit better. You hear me okay? Yeah. Okay, so let's continue here. So right now, one of the things we can do is clicking to the tracking. So you saw here, let's go back. This is the lens. This is the tracking system. So it's like do not override, or you can manually track. So we can see this option there. If we want to modify any tracking, okay, and we can even enable the tracking there. So we could set up a tracking here, and you get For example, you can get their focus distance and where am I getting this. So you can see here, where am I putting it, or if I want to track here. Okay, or even here. So I would be selecting where do I want the tracking, just to control this. And then I could modify the offset of that tracking point or disable it totally. This is no focus track. Okay. This is focus, no focus distance. This is totally 0. So let's do the override so that we can get the one from the camera. We can also see the clip plane. Okay. Here. Okay. And if we move back to tracking, you'll see how it goes over there. And let's manual and do not override. Okay. So let's see, we have this zoom. Let's see that we have. I'm just trying to see if everything is working. Now we don't have. We're not having tracking. Sorry. So let's see. This would be manual. And I will go back. And let's see. Okay, that's good. Perfect. So this is working. Right. Perfect. So I will go back to bookmark 1. So I can get a little bit more like a more easier situation. So that would be about modifying the lens and the tracking. And of course, we here have the way of modifying the camera. Okay. So we can go to Super 35 Academy. We could go to Emacs, full frame, and we can change it here. So we can set it very nicely. By default, here we have auto exposure, but we can set it to real values. Okay. So we can start modifying the results here with the iris, and then finally even generate a little bit of exposure compensation in case we need it. Okay. So that's something that you know that you can do. And then of course you can do the auto exposure and then the exposure compensation that can be set to quantify it. So near clip plane. Imagine that I'm here and I'm doing something like this. I'm getting near here. And this would be 1 centimeter. But imagine that I'm here, I'm getting annoyed by this rock. So I can modify the near clip and I can play a little bit in case that I need it. Okay. So, but of course, sometimes it can have things that we don't like. This would be just if I had like a huge zoom and I wanted to review a few things. Okay. You can see here different clusters from Nano. So yeah. You can set by default is 1. Or 0. 0 basically is like you start there. And this is just like my camera going inside the wall. Okay. So and finally, masks. And here the overlay, if you want the opacity, you see how it gets increases the opacity or it just like lowers the opacity a little. Okay. You can move between the rule of thirds, point symmetry, 6 sevens, or totally hidden. Okay. For the ripple, you can say dot. I'll put it here. Circle, cross, split circle, or hidden. And then in mask, we can say 69, 1, 1, 4, 3, 3, 2, 69, 185, 1, 2, 1, or 239, for example. So we have the letterbox or the mask, and we can increase the opacity if we really wanted to just make it like that. Okay. So this is a little bit it. So right now, let's start recording. So I'll go and I'll put a little camera. Let's see what I can do. I really am getting annoyed by this rock there. So I could just, let's see, I could just come here. I could record this and go back. Oops. Let's see if I can do this without killing myself. So I know the focus is not the best and so on, but I can actually start tracking a little bit. I could decide to track. Let me get in, for example, here. Okay. And let's go back. So how do I start recording this? I have on the right, on the bottom right, this I have this red circle. So I will start recording from here. Okay. So that's it. So what can I have? So please, Wolfman, just hold it there. So what I will have right now, and maybe here I need to just share the screen again. Can you just for you to double check that what I'm getting is exactly that, okay? So what I'm going to be doing, let me put it back here, is that Take Recorder will have started to get this, okay? Vcam actor. So I could remove these ones from here. And if I go to my latest record, let's see if it loads. I mean, we have this audio that we're going to delete because I didn't realize it was there from the last one, unnamed shores. So we get this by default, okay? We could get the audio if we wanted. So I'm going to close it. So right now, when I go to Take Recorder, I could actually click here and I will have this. And can you see that directly? I can get this part. So if, for example, we had the filmmaker, I mean, the director or the DOP, we could actually click this and say, just let me get rid of this again. Oh, I can't. But basically, I could click it and I could review what I'm getting. Okay. So This is one of the options. This is already the option, or one of the situations. This can help me for, let's click like that. So you will see that I can get back to where I was, okay? So I still have the Vcam actor record. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click Seneca. Just let me get rid of the tick record right now. And let me just click Seneca here. And oops, sorry. I'll get the tick recorder again. 1 second. So I'm going to get to Seneca and I'm going to add him here. Okay. And I'll add Seneca. I will remove the control rig because I don't need it. And I'm going to add an animation that will be the torch. Okay. I want to have this movement from him. And probably what I'm going to do is to modify a little bit the, I'm going to modify a little bit you can see the bookmarks here, the queries. So I only have this viewport right now. Just let me close this, it will be easier. I'm going to remove it and I'll get it here. Can you please, Uthman, go where I was so that I can see a little bit this and look into Seneca. So what I will do is to modify a little bit Seneca. So usually you do this the other way around. So you place everything and then you start recording, okay? Just that I will rotate him a little bit. Just 1 second. I cannot get it from here. Okay. I want him to be like about 115, something like this. Let's see. Yeah. So maybe right now I just get rid of a few queries. I can get rid of this one. I can get rid of, I'll go back if you can. Just
where?
a little bit back if you can. No, okay, that would be more than enough. So what I want to show you here is that I can trigger an animation from here, okay? So just let me save everything. And we will come back here. Maybe I move him a little bit more. So let me get Seneca. That would be on the right. So let me get 50, a little bit like that. Maybe some more. Oh, it's going the other way around. So what about minus 250? Yeah, that's pretty much okay, what I want. So let's save it. And here we have the tape recording. Again, we have the scene, what we have here. Maybe we can put here, for example, animation, Seneca animation, something like that, or animation sequence. And then I will start doing it, okay? So let's go. Now we change places. Thank you. And maybe you can get my mouse.
Okay.
And go to, well, I can modify it here, don't worry. And that will.
That was a question.
Yeah.
Can you modify all those things that you were modifying the iPad from the Unreal?
Not that part, okay? What I can modify, for example, is I'm on the animation and I'm controlling right now and you see that it's moving. I'm moving it from the animation, sorry, from my iPad, okay? So I'm doing this here. So I can control this. And for example, let's say that I want to end my animation here. So I can practice a little bit what's going to happen. So if I want to end here, and then I have this going on, so I can have him here. Maybe that's too close. So I have to go, and I can just check a little bit, what kind of movements do I need to do? Okay, so now I can play it, and I can like test and practice a little bit. So I play it, and I will go back with them. I can do this. Okay, so more or less, I will be able to change my focus from here. So just
You hide the bookmarks or what?
I would be able to hide the bookmarks. Maybe you can do it from.
Okay, but you're gonna do it from the iPad.
No, I don't think so. So just and you just go do it like directly on the outliner. Go to the outliner and just there. Exactly. Thank you. So rapid focus offset. I don't want that. I want to go to my lens. I want to go to my lens. Check. The universal zoom. Maybe I can get 30. How about 50? Let's see. Minus, probably I'm doing it the other way around. Check here. Really. Oh, I'm getting, sorry, I'm still from the query. So I should be, let me check if I have the tracking manual. I'm just making it manual and that would be easier. There you go. So just get that back here. And this is what I'm expecting. Okay, sorry. So let's go back. And I can hit play a little bit. Maybe I want to increase the distance of the focus a little bit here. And maybe 50, it's not the best one, but let's see. Here, oops, there was a problem with the. It's getting a little bit like lagging, so. Let me put a 30. I think that's not my best work. And let's go back. And this is actually one of the things you can prepare. And let's play it. So I go back a little bit. Here. And there we go. So now that I have practiced a little bit, let's record. Okay, so that's it. So now we can go
That's
back
really
to here and check how was the recording. Click here and play. Well,
nice.
let's wrap up. No, I'm kidding. So yeah, so this is a little bit it. Right now, we would have, I'm going to put it here. And oops, this is the other way around. Let's see. I will put back my camera so that you can see us. I'm just bringing the TV here. Sorry for that. And I'll just remove this. And well, I can get it from here. I'll just stop this. I'll go away. I'm going to close my iPad. So I already have here, I have this. Okay, so now let me check the Vcam. And I don't want to enable the virtual camera anymore. Just let me check. So let me go back to here. Oops. Oh, I'm turned up. So let me reset this part. Where was it? So toolbar, create hammer here, advanced settings. Just let me get another viewport. I just want to get this thing back properly. And I'll put it here. Oops. And just put it this one there. And I will remove this one. Okay. So let's see. Right now we have this, we have our camera, and we can work here and see a little bit of it. So imagine I have this, I'm happy with the animation and all this part, and I can say, oh, I have a problem here. So right now I would disable this and I would say this shouldn't be here. So let's put it over there. Okay, so this is good. So right now, for example, I could come in here and everything would be okay. And I want to cut this till here. Yep, so I can actually come to the camera recording. This is all keyed, the location, the rotation. I can come to my Seneca, that basically this is it. Or I could use this directly on any other places. So, or partially what actually we want. So this is the Seneca. So we have the Vcam recording. This is the sequence with everything, and we already have the animation of Seneca over there. Okay, so yeah. So action save, great. This is not the this letterbox, so we could have it there. Just let me. How was this? Well, anyway. Script said there's few Philippine. Okay. So question still here. I should get the camera from the other side. I was missing the camera settings. So could you please show how to apply a rig to the animation and make some changes, maybe the arm? But this is a little bit, Fabio, this is a little bit what we've gone many times. Let's go first with Vcam or live-link phase questions. And if there is extra time, let's go to control rig and stuff, okay? My preview isn't playing back the recording anymore. So when you go to take recorder, you have this. So I'm right now on take 2. But the point is that if I want to view the last one, I see the reviews, the last recording. So I need to click it here, and then I will need to get the camera cut and just put it there, okay? So, and of course, I could have all of this tracked. I could get, instead of an animation, I could get a mocap, for example, to say that was here the other day. He could be here with the accents, Guzman with lifelink phase, or for example, animating the phase with a sequence from MetaHuman Animator, or I mean, we could combine everything that we want. Okay.
Can you record Vcam without take recorder? So offline during a mockup, for example.
Sorry.
The one from
Can you record Vcam without tape recorder? So offline during a mocap, for example, and can you also record the video from the iPad at the same time as reference? So you could do so offline during a mocap, for example. So what? Let's see. You cannot. So basically, the Vcam application, it's a pixel streaming thing. I don't know if you all know pixel streaming, but basically it requires Unreal Engine to be running. So you can do it offline. That part of the Vcam, no. Unless you have other, but for the camera, you could record it with any other thing, but not with the Vcam application. Okay, so that's the point.
So once you have recorded the camera, can you change the settings from that camera, the shutter speed and everything?
Everything. I have everything here, or at least what I wanted to record. So I didn't record.
You can add some modifications to that.
Yeah, when you record this, basically you decide what is getting recorded. This is Seneca. This is the recorded properties, visibility, camera component. All of this is being recorded. Okay. So if you want to bring it, and that all of that should be there. So here. So then actually you could bring other thing, like for example, the fin back or things like that. Okay. So you could modify anything. And regarding the other question from Rob, I think I still have to answer something. Can you record the video from the iPad at the same time as a reference? Well, that would be with something else. Okay. So this should actually, in order to work with everything, should be at the same time, working everything at the same time. So you can definitely record it with OBS. So you can record your screen. Remember, I think you should have Probably, I think the iPad already has, I mean, the iPhone has it. I record things on the iPhone many times just to, for example, faces or these kind of things. So, or tutorials. So it probably the iPad already has like a button to record the screen. Okay.
So they were saying that for example, the iPhone is really small if you want to change the things that you were changing in the iPad.
Not so.
Is it possible that someone is with the iPhone, another one is in Unreal changing those things, the shutter speed? And
Yeah. I mean, this is basically, just let me check 1 second. If I come back to the outliner, I'm just going to come back here. I'm going to click this one. I'm going to enable it again. Oops. Viewport Poker. Just let me get viewport 1 again. Okay. So, well, I removed this one, but yeah. I don't want to lock this one. I don't know why it's locking it, but well, anyway. Let me just bring the lifelink face again. Oh, sorry, lifelink here again. Lifelink, Vcam. Not connecting. Just let me check. Am I missing something? Just let me check 1 second. Maybe something just got modified and I didn't see it. I'm going to just place it again. That's not a problem. So Vcam actor, so I just remove these ones. Okay. Going to take this away so that I take the sequencer away. Nothing's missing. Okay. Yes. Okay. So now I have this and I bring it back. So let's see if I can put it there and I'll try to connect again. Okay, something was just like broken. So what was the question?
if you can change all the parameters.
So when I'm on the Vcam actor, so the tape recorder basically, where's the tape recorder? It's not there anymore. Cinematics tape recorder. So I have the tape recorder. This actor is missing. I would act the Vcam actor. So just let me put it here. I want to put it somewhere, but it's okay. Something like that. So this is what I want to record. But basically, if we see this, we should be seeing, right now it's universal zoom. So let me check this and modify to a 200 prime. Have you seen that it's changing?
Yes.
Let me just go to Seneca. So, oops. Get back. Let me just put myself around. Okay. Here. I'll put myself. Okay. So I stop it. Now I go to my chair and I can just get back here and select it here. Okay. So you can see that I have it here. So right now, imagine that, I mean, just let me put it like this, and then I'll put it back here. Okay. So now I would be able to say focus here. Just let me check. Okay, or I can modify this. I can get the focus plane. And all my changes could be, or for example, I could track this actor and Seneca, but of course that would be here. So the offset should be, oh, that's too much. Just let me relative offset. Let me check it. Can I see it somewhere? Relative offset. This is going to fall. It's not, why is it not getting modified? Oops. This should just let me do it again. So if I get this one here, oops, Vcam actor. I want to pick Seneca. Now this is stuck. So basically this should be like the height. Usually by default, I would like to just put it there, but this is not getting it. I would need to double check what's going on there. Okay. So I could put it manual and then control it here. Okay. I would need a little bit of time just to double check what's going on with the tracking, because that's not 100% normal and it's a little bit blocked. Anyway, as you can see, I can modify everything here. And I'm actually seeing, as I was saying, this is pixel streaming. So I'm watching exactly what I see from here. So I can use whatever. And I can do it. I could, if Wolfman just, you can control it there. If you click there, so you can see that I can continue just placing, oops, not Seneca, sorry. I can continue placing things over there. And it's not only just, can you please show Seneca?
Where is he?
It's rotated. Rotate yourself, right.
Right?
Yeah, I'm going to put another. Just let me put you the universal sort. Or I don't know, like a 30. Okay. Or maybe a 12. So the point is that I can definitely keep moving this and you will be able to see it. Okay. So you can move yourself. So yeah, you can move and I mean constantly. This is right now. I mean, this is not multi-user because everything is me in this session. But if I had multi-user working here, I think I don't have it. I should enable that. Plugins, multi-user. It is, so I should bring it back. So where was it? I can't find it. But well, anyway, it should be somewhere around. I can bring it and I can connect it and create the multi-user server. And then I could start working with it. Oh yeah, I think it was modified, the location. So I could start moving and I could see how this is being moved, but to someone else, and everybody is working at the same time. It's like a big orchestra or a small one, and depending on the number of the team, of the number of your team. Okay. So yeah. More questions. Just like click pause and bring it to me. Let's see.
There's a new question here.
Which
If
one?
You can read the survey.
The
You can read it because it's super long.
okay.
Yeah.
The one from Felix or
The-
okay. When using the tape recorder to record a character walking from a game mode, is it really not possible to get the full motion to the capsule after applying animation to the skeleton? Let's see if I understand. When using the tape recorder to record the character walking from a game mode, I imagine that basically this is what I mean. What we've been talking. It's if you want to write something, just create a thread, okay, or to command anything. To the capsule applying to the animation, I actually cannot. The character is walking in place. Then we have
Yeah.
the animate.
I think he's referring to the character with the walking animation, but then you have to keyframe that the character is moving from here to here. Like
Yeah.
he has the walking animation, but in place. This is another.
This is again another question
Yeah,
from
question.
control rate. So put it on the support for now. What we basically do is that, but anyway, we'll try to keep researching on this. Okay. Can I record with Vcam and someone else is doing live changes? Recording that I record as well. When I recorded the scene was recorded, but not the parallel changes I did. So I mean, we can test it. Usually that's not the case. Yeah. So we could be recording. So we have this. Okay, just let me put it here. Just I'll bring it to the end. I'm going to get rid of this. Okay, so just let me record. Oh, I know what's not okay, because basically one of the things that you want to do is to record this movement. So we would be able to come here from actor query cliff. So let's do it now. I'll take this. And let's see what happens. So if we go back to this sequence, we would have the query. And it's being moved. Okay, I should put this to processable, probably. But yeah, so let me just check this, make processable. And that would be getting this one there, that is high. Well, anyway, I would remove this one. Yes. And I would get assigned to actor that one. Okay. So that's an example. Save everything. But just for you to know, the when you're in doing all these kind of things, sometimes when you click, for example, on move, some things might stop, although they are still running on the background, and that can happen. For example, if you are, this happened to me on stage many times when something is running, or a composure or pixel streaming, or a few things, when you click and modify something, they stop. It's not that it's not running, it's that it's not streaming. So if you are for example with green screen or in camera, and not in camera VFX, I think, but it has happened to me many times with green screen and composure, and I like compositing post here and so on. So basically I click to modify values. I can modify the values, but it stops. It's like the editor freezes. Okay. So if you want to be modifying many of these things, the best thing would be to get with OSC or DMX or anything similar, any kind of controller. So if you do it through that, that's not going to be an issue. Okay. So any more things to put the movable into the source as well? You know, it's not a product. Yeah, exactly. It's you need to add it as a source. So in such a case, you're better off using tools for I mean, I think he means when recording in third person mode, gameplay controlled. Okay, so I don't understand it. Just if you can explain it a little bit better. There are a few things that I still don't understand. Okay, can you make the character look at the Vcam during recording? Yes. Although that would take us quite a lot of time, and that could be done through the animation blueprint. Driving it, you should create an IK, and then probably you should drive the IK with the Vcam, and that will be done on the animation blueprint. So it's not that it's impossible, it will take you quite a lot of time, but it's possible. Okay, so go to the, you would get this this blueprint, will go to the animation blueprint, or directly working as a blueprint, and then you would get the camera, and then you would modify the IK transform. If you modify only the bone, that wouldn't be the best thing, because you probably want to modify from the neck and the head. Okay, so you should need to overwrite those. So more questions. How did you block the camera in the virtual space when you find Seneca? So, oh, with this button here, the pause button. Okay. Any other questions related to this, or MetaHuman Animator or LiveLink Face? Please just ask any related to those. Yeah, Florian, I love the GIF. Oh, or image. Sorry. For sure, question began when I started doing this.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, always happens. So the biggest issues are, for example, I mean, just like a little overview of what we just did. Usually is when you miss a step. So if you're having big troubles with something, please just restart from the very beginning and check that all the steps were done. Okay. If it's not like it's not more complicated than what I just did. So if you do what I just did, everything should be fine. Would you, David from Hussein, or Ezekiel, can we use the default animation of MetaHuman Creator? I really don't know. I haven't, I never had that questions, but I think you don't, you
don't have
cannot
access to that.
You don't have access to those. Yeah. There are a few here. If you go back to MetaHuman, you have these lights and then these MetaHumans, and you have nice animations from here. So watch the video.
I am a metahuman, the next generation of digital human powered by Unreal Engine. Metahumans are high-fidelity digital characters created by you,
So
the
you have
user,
all of these.
on our new content creation platform, MetaHuman Creator. I am fully rigged, ready for animation and motion capture, allowing you to work in context. With everything running live in Unreal Engine, my motion works seamlessly.
On other characters. I have 8 levels of detail and have been tested on a wide range of hardware platforms, from feature film to...
Well, you have this. If you download this one and create a project, you will be able to bring all of this. Okay. Okay, more. Hussein had a question. Will you be able to show the live link using take recorder again, please? I can get to move the face, but not able to record. So when you say live link, is live link face? Hussein, yes. Okay, so let me just go back out. Levels, live link face. So we shall remove all of these and probably just 1. And then we could bring a new one here. I mean, just like duplicate it. So what we can do is select this Seneca, go to details somewhere here, and we can decide that we get the iPhone. So let me just, can you pass me that? Thank you. I'll just do it myself so that Guzman can keep answering you. So what I have here, I would need to change from MetaHuman Animator to Lifelink Face, come here, and I'll have this. So most probably here, you see, I already have this part. So this is working. Let me just bring this down. So I would select the iPhone and then use ARKit Face. So right now, I'm talking. Hello. Okay, and you should be watching his. Okay. Oh, I get all of this. Yep. So then you pass me that. Thank you. I'll just do it myself so that Guzman can keep answering you. So what I have here I would need to change from MetaHuman Animator to Lifelink Face, come here. And I'll have this. So most probably here, you see, I already have this part. So this is working. Let me just bring this down. So I would select the iPhone and then use ARKit Face. So right now, I'm talking. Hello. Okay. And you should be watching his. Okay. Oh, I get all of this. Yep. So then you add the Seneca, and then it's like you record it. Usually I simulate just in case. I think that I should be simulating. Hello, I'm doing this test. Hello. So I could go back here. Oh, I mean, of course. This would be possessable. I'm not getting one. I should remove this one because I had it from before. Just let me unlock it. I had this one from before. Now I should enter here. I should make this possessable. And now I should delete that one there. Or I should delete this one. Just 1 second. I'm going to save all of this. Just remember if you're working with possessables or spawnables. So anyway, I'll delete all of these are, yeah. I mean, that was the other one. So I'll get this one there. Okay. And let me get back to this one. So I have all of this here. So you don't even need to simulate or click play. And by default, I usually do it, but it's not needed. Okay. Hopefully that worked. Next questions. There are quite a few. Let's see. I've got an all iPhone 8, which I almost got working, but not sure if it's supported and wasn't able to find. So 8, I think it's not. You need to have like minimum at 10, something like that. If you add classes to a MetaHuman, would they move with MetaHuman Animator or Lifelink? Not by collisions, I guess. But what you could do is you could create like you could create it afterwards in animation blueprint, like a kind of a rig. So you as we have the bones here. Let me get body animation, face animation. Where is my face? As do you have? I see the skeleton. Okay, so I have all these. Just let me see if I can show the skeleton. Where was it? Well, anyway, I wanted to do this a little bit smaller. So as you have all these bones moving, you should be able to just like put the socket on the nose and then just control the get this bone and then do like an interpolation or something like that. So you probably, and it's not like just drag and drop, but you should be able to do that. Okay.
Is there a way to increase the face capture precision? Like tracking points, more points.
I mean, you have. Just let me Yeah, this. You have this calibrator. There was a calibrator here.
And the second,
Calibration.
Yeah.
So, okay, based on
Oh.
neutral faces present by performance, this calibration can improve facial animation quality by adjusting the capture data to account for the individual performance. Like, okay, so you can actually calibrate. You can add head rotation. Yeah. So I think just make neutral face expression and click record button to save the calibration. So that would be it. So this is like recalibrate or remove. So this is like the thing in order to calibrate it a little bit better. So let's see if we can get rid of this, just like, okay. Hi. Hello. I am working with live link face. So it's not, I mean, the eyes are looking to where it shouldn't be. Not right now. Okay. But well, you know, it's like a little bit. It's not the best. That's why the MetaHuman animator actually had to be. I mean, if we could get the same as MetaHuman animator with the light lane face, probably it shouldn't have been created. So yeah. More questions?
no.
Not more. Okay.
When applying animation to graphic link, it loses the neck movements.
How do I get it back? Okay, so first. There is an option here. I just saw it. I cannot see it now. There like to add head rotation. So you can see that. Just let me show it to you. Okay. So you can add head rotation from here. There's this option. And another thing that happens, and this is something that you need to know from the MetaHuman, is that just let me check. Maybe they changed that. Use light flame body. Face. It has a moment where I should see it. Basically, it decides where that you're getting your neck somewhere. So face head. Okay, this is if it gets the subject from it or not. So your kid face root. I can't remember before I knew it, but this has had quite a lot of modifications. So we target money. So, but you can check it. It's somewhere. So basically it has like where it mixes, okay, and it just like joins, it tells where the basically where the connection is being done. So so basically you can regenerate that kind of connection, and you can decide from which one do you want to get the body, sorry, the neck. But basically, I don't know, maybe someone from our team, from support can let you know exactly where it is. I knew it before, but this has been changing. So yeah. So right now I cannot find it. But yeah, there is an option there that is just like to decide which neck, like where do you want to get it from? And then because basically you have two necks, the one from the face and the one from the body. So you can decide. And actually there's another option that you can expose a variable just to decide if you want an interpolation of both or not. Okay. Well, I see that it's an like an override value. I don't know if it's exposed right now, here. Subject body, it doesn't seem so. But well, you can check it. Maybe Jose Carlos or someone else can find it or knows it already. Good. Well, so I don't know if there is any big questions left about this or not, or should we finish? I think it's the first day that maybe you can actually finish some time with me.
Yeah. 1 o'clock. No, providing 1 o'clock.
How to render MetaHuman with path tracing. I mean, path tracing, I don't know if I have enabled it here. It's not there. Well, it's ray tracing. How was it? Can I find it here? Yeah. Oh, the eyes, you have to modify the eyes. And of course, as I have lifelink here, it's not working, it's refreshing all the time. Just okay. Yeah, it's something seems to be like refreshing all the time, but let me check. Seems we don't have anything refreshing. Okay, just let me restart this live link phase. Maybe now. Oh. Okay. There is a way. I mean, the only thing that you need to double check is the material of the eyes so that it can be rendered in path trace, and that would be it. It's not a big thing. Just let me double check new level. Bring Seneca 1 second. And 0. And path trace. It seems to be something not. I should double check one thing. Anyway, if you basically come here to cinematics and not here, cinematics, movie render queue, and I mean, this is an audio, but it doesn't matter. If you can hear and save path tracer, you will be able to record it with path tracer. Okay, it's not a big deal. Yeah, so parent soccer net 1. Yeah, maybe Yadira has the right way. Okay, just try that. LiveLink is making inputs for this blueprint type. The input for LiveLink, let's see, I don't understand exactly. So do you mean this? I think I haven't done one, but as far as I know, I think you can create a virtual subject. So you can create your own, okay, transform role, animation role, basic role, so or lifelink role, so metahuman, and probably you can modify things that you need here and expose and things like that. So that could be an option, okay? So you could be able to add it afterwards. So this one's new blueprint and you have it here. So you could modify things there immediately. The menu choice again, yeah, there's one saying lifelink. Virtual blueprint, and then you have this one there. Okay, so I think they're saying here, if I'm not wrong, that to reparent, there should be somewhere around, or maybe. Anyway, probably that is, if not on the, like once you open it, if it's not there. Body here. So you could just like get it again. Okay. So interesting day today. Many connections and many faces, but I think it was funny.
Yeah.
I think it was funny. And that's always a plus. Well, everyone, we'll see each other on Friday, if not. No, we'll see each other tomorrow. Uthman, you are like this is your last session.
Yeah,
probably.
this is my last session here live. Thank you all. Sorry if I missed some questions, but you are a lot of people and sometimes it's really difficult.
Oh, we have the extra people, so but you did great. I felt great with you, so thank you for that.
Thank you all of you guys.
And yeah, so it will be tomorrow. We'll be talking a little bit before Marino's session for those who might be interested to know a little bit with what we've been doing the last years. And yeah, so Thursday, big day, work a lot, delivery. I know Ramon has been preparing like a presentation for you to have all your, all the information regarding deliverables or deliveries. Which one is week 4, which one is the final delivery or public delivery, and the different things. Anyway, if you still have questions, just let us know. Remember, vote. The poll, the votings will be on Thursday, so that you can select the 3 representatives for your team. Okay, and everybody that has been selected to be representative will show during the festival. So we need to have the final delivery by then. If not, we won't be able to show your short film.
I saw some questions about if they can invite someone to the festival.
You can invite someone. That's not a big deal.
Like
Remember, just
the link or
we have a cap for 500 people. Okay, so it's just that, of course, like the very first people would be you, like the fellows in a way, the people, all of you who have been doing the boot camp. The next ones will be, of course, us, Epic, all the team that has been supporting and making this possible. And then if there are still some seats left, you can welcome everybody and invite anybody who you want. Okay, that's not a big deal. But if you see that there is a cap of 500, maybe, and somebody that we actually think it's relevant needs that seat, we might say, please, and just leave it. But because there's like a Zoom's cap of 500. Okay. Well, I don't think there will be a problem with that anyway. Thank you so much. I will say it again on Friday, but I hope you enjoyed the classes with us. It's not been only us or Ramon. We've done quite a lot of work, but a lot of work has been done by other people preparing also some slides. For example, Jose Carlos that is here has been preparing quite a lot about control rig. This class also, and many other people there. For materials, Alejandro, that I know you met him during the materials class. And well, this is not a goodbye, so we'll see each other tomorrow, on Thursday, and on Friday. Okay. Thank you very much. You can see the recordings as many times you want. And well, see you tomorrow, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much. Bye.
See you.